Welcome back, everyone. If you work out, and who doesn't these days, you know how important the right equipment is when it comes to getting the most out of your exercise. Well, if you are wearing the wrong shoes, or worse, those old broke-down shoes, you are doing yourself a disservice. And here to show us the right shoes for the right workout and talk about the importance of keeping those shoes in tip-top shape so you can be is Melanie Marchand of Sisters in Shape, who is always in tip-top shape. Hey, you.
Hello.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too.
Okay, so we get right off the bat. Okay, you know, some of us are in those broke-down shoes, as I said. You know, the ones we've had in our closets for like 12,000 years. Yes. Throw them out, don't work out in them, right? So what can happen if you work out in bad shoes?
If you work out in bad shoes, you could actually get knee problems. Ooh. That's usually the most common injury that people experience from poor shoes. And then your feet can actually be problematic. You could get certain, like plantar fasciitis, falling arches. So if you don't have the right foot support, you're also not going to feel very good while you're working out. That's
true. When pain starts, you usually stop working out, and we know that's not a good thing either.
So and sometimes we think that pain is because of something different than the shoe. A lot of time we miss that it's the shoe. Yeah. Shin splints sometimes, if they start sooner than normal, could mean that your shoes need to be replaced.
I had those. I bought some new shoes, and I feel so much better now. Thank you very much.
So you know how it feels to have good support.
Yes, and splint shins hurt. So a lot of people have shoes. They say, well, you know what? These shoes aren't that bad. How can you tell when a shoe is time? It's just worn out. It's just shot.
Well, you know, it does look worn when it's shot, but if you can like really bend it very easily, front to back like this, and it doesn't have a lot of rigidity, then that is a sign that they're worn. And then, you know, if they're dirty and you put them in the washing machine and they still look dirty when you take them out.
Yeah, done that, been there, done that. Okay. Okay, so you brought some shoes, so different type shoes.
I did.
And a lot of people may not know the right shoes, or they may not say, they may think, well, you know, I can wear running shoes when I'm going to be doing aerobic exercises. Come on, we've all done it. I know I have. So what have you brought, and what should we be working out in, and what exercise?
Well, let's talk about the running shoe first.
Okay.
Because running is a very intense cardiovascular activity where a lot of support is needed. So if you are running, if you are a runner, I strongly suggest that you buy a running shoe. You could probably get away with a cross trainer such as this one.
Oh, yeah.
But I have found in my own experience that it's better to use a running shoe if you're going to be running, because it's a high intense activity, especially if you're going to be running like 10 miles a day, 3 to 5 times a week.
On hard pavement.
On hard pavement. You definitely, if you're going to run on pavement and not a track and not a treadmill, it's even more important to have the right shoe. Okay,
so what about aerobic shoes? I mean, can you use aerobic shoes for walking? Because walking is an aerobic activity.
It is, and I agree with you. A cross trainer can be used as a walking shoe, and aerobic shoe can be used as a walking shoe. And as a matter of fact, this cross trainer I would use for aerobics and walking.
Oh, great.
And I would even use this for step aerobics. There used to be a step aerobic shoe, but they don't make them anymore that I know of. Step isn't as popular as it used to be. Oh, okay. But I've always used cross trainers.
That's what I use. Yeah, and I walk. I do a lot of walking, so and a little bit of stepping, but mostly some walking. Okay, so that's a good shoe. Good.
And one good thing about this shoe is that you can adjust the midsole.
Oh, nice.
And a lot of times you can't just adjust the middle of a shoe. But here you can adjust your string so that you get the support that you need across the middle of your foot.
Oh, great. Okay.
And the good thing about the running shoe is that it has great cushion, and when you land on the heel, you have maximum response like a trampoline.
Good to know.
So that's a good shoe.
Okay. So what else do you have here?
I have the cute shoe that's a kickboxing shoe.
Hey, kickboxing.
Isn't that adorable?
Okay, and these may not be, are they as sturdy as a regular?
No.
Okay, they don't feel it.
As you can see, because kickboxing is not a high impact activity, you don't have a lot of the air cushion. It's not needed. What you do have is the ankle support.
There you go. You need that.
You need that, especially if you're going to be jumping a lot of rope, because, you know, jumping rope goes with kickboxing.
Yeah, that's so very true. And look at the cute little colors.
It's so cute. I want this one.
Me too. You have to take up kickboxing.
Yes, just for that.
Yeah, okay. So what about these?
Now these, as you can see, compared to the other ones, are more rigid. I can't bend this shoe at all. Yeah. This is called a spinning shoe. Ooh, yeah, see, it's really hard. Yeah. It's a spinning shoe. So when you spin, you put your feet in a pedal cage, and you have to keep, you want to feel like you're on a skateboard, because when you spin, you want your feet to stay flat.
Now,
you don't want them to kind of curl at all.
Okay, you couldn't use an aerobic for this, for spinning? Not at all?
It's you can, but you won't feel as good. You can use the shoe. Now, I wanted also to talk about a spin shoe that has a clip on the bottom. This is a spin shoe that does not need to be clipped into the spinning bike. But spinning bikes have clips that you can actually, just like a regular bike, a mountain bike, you can clip your foot into it with the shoe.
Yeah.
Okay? That's a nice feature to have, because it makes you feel more a part of the bike.
Okay, well, and we want to feel a part of the bike.
Yeah,
you want to be one with the bike.
You want to be one with the bike. You got it.
Hey, I should take a spinning course. I have to come to Sisters in Shape.
Please come.
Okay. I'll be falling off the bike.
No, you won't. We have beginning spinning.
Oh, okay. That would be for me.
So we're very nice and gentle to the beginner.
Very slow. And what about these and these? What have we got here?
Well, these are basketball shoes. And you know, the most important thing about a basketball shoe is that you have good lateral support. This is actually Allen Iverson's shoe.
Hey, Allen, you stole Allen's shoes?
The I3. No.
Okay. Okay.
So that's a good basketball shoe. When you play basketball, you need certain support, special support.
Okay.
This is a tennis shoe. So if you play tennis,
this is what you need.
That's what you need.
So you have a nice little gripping area back here.
Yep.
And it's not as sturdy as some of the others I noticed.
Which you wouldn't need, of course, because it's not as intense an activity, and it's not a whole lot of impact. So that's why this shoe doesn't look as cushiony as the others.
But it still looks good.
It looks good.
It looks good. Not as cute as these, but
these
are ours. We like those. Well, Melanie, thank you so much for clearing up our shoe problem.
You're welcome.
When we're out there exercising.
Absolutely, no problem.
We are good to go now. And hey, if you want to go exercise, that is, check out Sisters in Shape online at sistersinshape.com or call them at 215-829-1258. And we have to thank Sneakerville for supplying the tennis shoes. That's in Philadelphia. Okay, it's time to pack up the sweaters and pull out the skirts. We are taking a look at this season's hottest fashions when your morning on CN8 returns.